Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in our journey today, we'll be traveling in the parish of Clarendon. We are back on our way to the western end of the island. Sit back, relax, grab a bottle of your favorite beverage and drive with me, because this is gonna be a long video. We were unable to put out a video yesterday, so today we have a number of stories for you, and tomorrow's video is gonna be an exclusive. We have an exclusive video for you tomorrow, Independence Day. Stick around for it. First up, now, if you have a credit card or you normally use a debit card, ensure that you receive notifications whenever you use either of the cards. This can be set up on your phone. So if you go somewhere and you swipe your debit card or you swipe your credit card, ensure that you are able to get the notifications that the card was used at X place. This story is gonna tell you why I said that. On Friday, the 8th of July 2021, sometime after 3 p.m, a lady, she's 61 years old and she's a teacher. She lives at Los Angeles, California in the United States of America. Now, this lady, she checked in at a popular resort along Norman Malley Boulevard, Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. Whilst she was checking in, she gave her Bank of America credit card to the front desk agent to make payment. This front desk agent, his name is Daniel Thompson. He's 22 years old and he is from a place named Rima Lane in Caldwell in the parish of Hanover. Now, this lady, like we said, she gave her credit card to this young man to make payment. She stayed at the resort for 12 days. When she was checking out on the 20th of July 2021, she received a message on her phone from her bank in the United States, stating that she had made a purchase valuing $357 United States dollars. The notification she received indicated that she had made this purchase at Quartz Jamaica Limited. As a result, the lady, she raised an alarm. The police were called in and an investigation was launched. The police took Daniel into custody. Whilst he was being questioned, he admitted to fraudulently accessing this teacher's account and made the purchase at Quartz online. The police also went to his house and the items that he purchased were recovered. As a result, this young man, he was arrested and charged for 1, computer-related fraud, and 2, unauthorized access of computer data. What I just said are the allegations. This young man, Daniel Thompson, he will be going to the courts shortly, where his case will be adjudicated on. So, my viewers, my subscribers, be careful with your credit and your debit cards. If you go out and you have to use either of them, ensure that 1, if you give anybody to swipe, they're always in your view, and 2, ensure that you're able to receive either text message notifications or email message notification whenever a purchase is made with your card. In the next story, now this one, it took place along the Saltmarsh Main Road. Saltmarsh Main Road is in the parish of Trelawney. It took place on Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021, about 4:15 p.m. Our information is that the police, they were conducting a spot check along the Sartmarsh main road when they signaled a white Toyota Wish motor car to stop. The man who was driving this car, he identified himself as Mr. Danvert Vassell. He's 36 years old and he's a security guard. He's also a licensed firearm holder. It is said that he was the only person in this vehicle. The vehicle was searched and 80 parcels wrapped with brown masking tape, each containing vegetable matter resembling ganja, was found in this car. The weed was weighed and it is said that the weight is over 400 pounds. As a result, Danvert Vassell, he was arrested and charged by the police for breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. His licensed firearm, a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with 45 rounds of ammunition, was also seized by the police. So, Mr. Thompson, he will be going to the courts shortly. You notice the two cases I carried so far. Their first name begin with D and their last name is Thompson. The first case I carried was Daniel Thompson and the one I just read is Danvert Vassell. In the next story, a 5-bedroom board and concrete house owned and occupied by a man named Ricky. This house was completely destroyed by fire. This incident, it took place at Lennoxby Goods in the Darliston area in the parish of Westmoreland. It took place on Monday, the 2nd of August 2021 about 7:30 p.m. We are told that Ricky, he left his house to go elsewhere. Whilst he was at the next location, he received a telephone call that his house was on fire. As a result, the fire brigade and the police, they were called. On the arrival of the fire brigade, this house was completely destroyed by fire. The fire personnel, they were only able to do cooling down operations. It is said that the value of this house and its contents is over 10 million Jamaican dollars. Sad indeed. In the next story, now, this one, it happened at a place named Mall Road in Montpelier in the parish of St. James. It happened on Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021, sometime after 11 p.m. Our information is that a group of persons, they were coming from a candlelight vigil being held in the area when we are told that gunshots were heard. The persons who were walking together, they reportedly ran in different directions. When the shooting subsided, a 66-year-old man, he realized that he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his right hand and his right knee. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where this man, luckily, he was admitted in a stable condition. Do you think these hoodlums were shooting for hands or knees? It is sheer luck that this 66-year-old man did not pick up a fatal bullet, or any of the other persons who were traveling with him were not hit also. The mayhem, the senseless acts. Now, in the next story, it took place on Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021, about 11 o'clock in the morning. It took place at Maroon Town Square in the parish of St. James. Now, listen to this. Our information is that two men, they had a verbal confrontation. This verbal confrontation escalated into a fight. During the fight, one of the men, his name is Curtis Sailsman. He's 39 years old and he lived at Maroon Town in the parish of St. James. It is said that Curtis, he picked up a piece of pipe iron and he used this pipe iron to hit the man who he was fighting with. This man, his name is Mr. Herman Osbourne. He's popularly called Little John. He's 32 years old and he is a bus operator. He lives at a place named Clinic Road in Maroon Town in the parish of St. James. So, Curtis, he used the piece of iron to hit Little John. During the process, Curtis fell. When he fell, he let loose of the piece of iron. Little John, he then picked up the piece of iron that Curtis had and used this piece of iron whilst Curtis was laying on the ground and hit Curtis in the back of his head. Curtis did not move after he was hit. He was picked up by some residents and assisted to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was admitted in a serious condition. Some moments later, whilst Curtis was being treated, he succumbed to his injuries. He was pronounced DEAD. The police were called and Little John, he was taken into custody. Herman Osbourne, otherwise called Little John, 32 years old bus operator of Clinic Road in Maroon Town in the parish of St. James. He has since been arrested and charged by the Mount Salem police for the offense of murder. One little argument lead to a fight. Fist fight now keep again. So a piece of iron was brought into play. And it is said that the man who brought this piece of iron into play is the man who ended up meeting his demise. The other man, a working man, a bus operator, is now in custody, charged for the capital offense. We are learning that the man who has passed, Curtis, he was always involved with either disputes or fights with members of the community. So, he cannot argue or fight with anybody again. Now, if you are here and you are watching our video, if you have not yet hit on the like button, hit on it. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, hit on the subscribe button. As also hit on the notification bell, then click all, so that you will be notified as soon as we have uploaded a new video. We are heading on to 25,000 subscribers. Be a part of that 25,000. We are growing, and we know some people coming over here to pre our channel, but we are waiting. Yes, we are waiting because we have been receiving some text messages. So we are waiting because we have news for you. My viewers, my subscribers, just stand by. You will hear what is happening. Now, in the final story for today, this one, it took place Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021, about 9 p.m. It took place at the intersection of Riverside and Kingsvale Main Roads in the parish of Hanover. You hear me always warning about two men riding up on motorcycles, both Hanover and Westmoreland. This affects the two parishes. Hoodlums riding up on a motorcycle and the pillion passenger being the shooter. This one is one such case. So, two men were standing along the roadside at Riverside in the parish of Hanover. The two men, one of them is known as Sammy. The other one, he's popularly called Donkey. They were standing along the roadway when a motorcycle with two men rode up. The pillion passenger, he came off the motorcycle, pulled a gun and opened fire at the two men. He then jumped back onto the back of the motorcycle. They then rode to a cook shop that is being operated in the same area. This cook shop was being operated by a man named Dwayne Walford, otherwise called Harry. He is 36 years old and he's a chef. He lives in Hanover as well. Harry and some other persons were inside of the cook shop. The men rode up to the cook shop, stopped the motorcycle, and the pillion passenger once again came off the motorcycle. He opened gunfire at the persons who were in the cook shop. He then jumped back onto the motorcycle, and he and his crony made good their escape. When the shooting subsided at the cook shop, Harry, he received gunshot wounds to his right shoulder. Another man who was in the cook shop, he has been identified as Danvert Vassell. He was popularly known as Goofy. He is 36 years old and he lived at Harton Court in the parish of Hanover. Goofy, he received gunshot wounds to the right side of his chest. The two men who ran off initially, Donkey, he received gunshot wounds to his right leg and his lower back, whilst Sammy, he received gunshot wounds to his right thumb and his right index finger. All four persons were rushed to the New Homes Hospital in Lucy, where Goofy, Danvert Vassell, otherwise called Goofy, and Dwayne Walford, otherwise called Harry, the owner for the cook shop, they were pronounced DEAD. Donkey and Sammy, they were admitted in hospital. Donkey is said to be in a very serious condition, whilst Sammy, his injuries are not life-threatening. Once again, two men on a motorcycle strike. Two people were taken out, one is battling for life, and the fourth one is not so serious. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.